A billionaire sat across from me. It felt surreal, like a dream. Just months ago, I was knee-deep in ramen noodles, scrounging for freelance gigs. Now here I was, in the penthouse suite of the Zenith Tower, overlooking the city's glittering skyline. My contact, a former colleague who'd climbed the corporate ladder with terrifying speed and ruthless efficiency, had pulled some strings. He knew I was hungry, ambitious, and desperate for a break. He warned, so don't screw it up. My mission, should I choose to accept it, obviously I accepted, was to interview the man, a titan of industry, a self-made legend whispered about in hushed tones, for a piece I was writing, or more accurately, hoping to write, if this meeting went well. He gestured towards a leather armchair. Please sit, no need for formalities. His voice was surprisingly soft, almost gentle, completely at odds with the image I'd built up in my mind. He poured me a glass of something amber-colored. I sipped cautiously. Smooth, expensive, definitely not ramen. So, he began, leaning back in his chair, his eyes twinkling with amusement. You want to know how I did it, eh? I nodded, clutching my notebook, suddenly feeling incredibly small and insignificant. Everyone asks that, he chuckled. There's no magic formula, you know, no secret handshake, just a relentless pursuit of opportunity and the willingness to take risks that most people wouldn't dream of. He paused, considering me. Tell me something, he said. What's the biggest risk you've ever taken? I stammered, caught off guard. Quitting my last job to pursue freelance writing? He raised an eyebrow. And how's that working out for you? I winced. It's challenging. He smiled knowingly. Precisely. See, the problem isn't the risk itself, it's the scale of it. Most people think too small. They're afraid to bet big, even when they have a strong hand. He swirled the amber liquid in his glass. My first big break, I was barely out of college. I saw a market inefficiency, a disconnect between supply and demand. Everyone told me it was impossible, too complicated, too expensive. But I saw the potential. I mortgaged everything I had, maxed out my credit cards, borrowed money from family and friends. I was one bad deal away from utter ruin. He paused, letting the weight of his words sink in. But it worked. I cornered the market. And the rest, as they say, is history. I scribbled furiously, trying to capture every word, every nuance. So, it's about taking massive risks, I asked? Not blindly, he corrected. Calculated risks. Do your research, understand the landscape, identify the opportunities, and then have the courage to act. He leaned forward, his gaze intense. But there's more to it than just risk-taking. It's about resilience. You're going to fail. Everyone fails. The key is to learn from your mistakes, pick yourself up, and keep moving forward. Don't let setbacks define you. Let them refine you. He continued, offering advice on building a strong team, negotiating deals, and maintaining ethical standards, surprisingly important to him, it seemed. He emphasized the importance of lifelong learning, staying ahead of the curve, and adapting to change. The world is constantly evolving, he said. If you're not growing, you're dying. As the interview drew to a close, I asked him one final question. What's the most important lesson you've learned on your journey? He considered this for a moment. Humility, he said finally. Success can be intoxicating. It can make you arrogant, complacent, out of touch with reality. Never forget where you came from. Stay grounded. Treat everyone with respect. And always remember that you're only as good as the people around you. I thanked him profusely, shook his hand, and left the penthouse suite, my head buzzing with ideas and inspiration. The city skyline seemed even brighter now, filled with possibilities. Ramen noodles still beckoned from my pantry, but tonight, I felt like I could afford something a little better, maybe even a steak. The journey was just beginning, and thanks to him, I had a few new directions.